Hello to Sir Ali and my fellow friends. Today I'm going to present problem-based tasks for the subject switching essential. Before that, I'm going to introduce myself. My name is Clarence Walter ANAK CLEMANT and my registration number is 05DDT20F2043. For the first step, I'm creating a VLAN for level 2 switch where the first VLAN is VLAN 11 with the name cells and the VLAN 22 with the name operation. Then we need to assign the F0/1 port to the VLAN 11 and the F0/6 port to VLAN 22. So this is the brief for the VLAN in the switch level 2 after I'm creating the VLAN. Then I'm going to the next switch, which is the level 1 switch. In this switch, I'm not creating the VLAN because this switch already has VLAN 11 and VLAN 22. Otherwise, I'm just assigning the F0/1 port to the VLAN 11 and the F0/6 port to the VLAN 22. So this is the brief for the VLAN in the switch level 1. Next step, I'm doing the trunking for the related port in each switch. In switch core, the related port that I need to trunk is the G0/1 port, G1/1 port, G2/1 port, G3/1 port, and G9/1 port. The command that I use for trunking each port is switch port mode trunk. As you can see in the picture, this is the configuration of the trunking for each port that I'm already done with. For trunking in switch level 1, the related port is the G0/1 port, G0/2 port, F0/23 port, and F0/24 port. The command that I'm used for trunking is similar to the command that I use for trunking in switch core, which is switch port mode trunk. In this picture, you can see the configuration of the trunking that I'm already done with. For trunking in switch level 2, the related port is the G0/1 port, G0/2 port, F0/23 port, and F0/24 port. In this switch, I also use the same command that I use for trunking in switch core and switch level 1, which is switch port mode trunk. In this picture, you can see the configuration of the trunk for the switch, which is very similar to other configuration in switch core and switch level 1. The next step is creating a port channel in the switch for each port. First, I'm creating port channel 1 in the switch core where the port channel contains two ports, which are the G0/1 port and G1/1 port. In this step, I'm shutting down the related port before creating the port channel by using the shutdown command. Then by using the channel group 1 mode desirable command, this command will create the port channel 1 for the G0/1 port and G1/1 port. Lastly, I'm turning on the G0/1 port and G1/1 port by using the no shut command after the port channel 1 has already been created. In this picture, you can see how I configure port channel 1 in this switch. Next, go to the switch level 1 where in this switch, I'm creating the port channel 1 for the G0/1 port and G0/2 port. The command used for creating the port channel 1 is similar to the command used in the switch core where before creating the port channel, I need to shut down the port by using the shutdown command. Then create the port channel 1 by using the channel group 1 mode desirable command. Lastly, turn on the port by using the no shut command after port channel 1 has been created. As you can see in this picture, this is the configuration that I already made for creating port channel 1 in this switch. Then I'm creating port channel 2 for the switch core. The related port that needs to be created as port channel 2 is the G2/1 port and G3/1 port. The command used for creating the port channel is still the same as the command used for creating port channel 1, which is shutting down the port first by using the shutdown command. Then to create the port channel 2, the command used is channel group 2 mode desirable. Lastly, turn on the port by using the no shut command after creating port channel 2. Here is the picture of the configuration that I already made to create port channel 2 in switch core. Next switch, which is the switch level 2. The related port that needs to be created as port channel 2 is the G0/1 port and G0/2 port. The command used is still the same as before, which is to shut down the port by using the shutdown command. Then to create the port channel 2 is using the channel group 2 mode desirable command. And lastly, turn on the port after done creating the port channel 2 by using no shut command. Here's the picture of the configuration that I already made to create the port channel 2 in switch level 2. After that, I'm creating channel port 3 in switch level 1, where the related port that needs to be created as port channel 3 is F0/23 and F0/24. The command used to create port channel 3 is the shutdown command to shut down the port before creating the port channel. Then to create the port channel 3, the command used is channel group 3 mode desirable. Lastly, after the port channel has been created, I'm using no shut command to turn on the ports. So this is the picture of the configuration for creating the port channel 3 in switch level 1. Back again to switch level 2, where the related port that needs to be created as port channel 3 is the same as the port at switch level 1, which is F0/23 and F0/24. Same also to the command where the port needs to be shut down first using the shutdown command. Then to create the channel port 3, I'm using the channel group 3 mode desirable command. Lastly, after the channel group 3 has been created, the port must be turned on using the no shut but command. So this is the configuration that I already made to create the port channel 3 in switch level 2. In the R1, I'm doing the configuration for inter-VLAN routing. First, in the interface G0/0/1.22, I'm entering the description default gateway for VLAN22 command. Then I'm entering the encapsulation.1q22 command. And lastly, I'm entering the IP address for the VLAN22, which is 192.168.22.1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. Meanwhile, in the interface G0/0/1.11, the configuration of the inter-VLAN routing is still the same that I used in interface G0/0/1.22. The first command is the description default gateway for VLAN 11 command. Then the next command is encapsulation.1q11. And lastly, I'm entering the IP address for VLAN 11, which is 192.168.11.1, and the subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. After all the configuration for the inter-VLAN routing are done, I'm saving the configuration of the router using the write command, where the command is enter at user exec mode. So this is the ping test after the configuration has been made. As you can see, the ping test from self PC1 to self PC2, where the IP address is 192.168.11.11 is successful. The second ping test is from cells PC2 to operation PC1, where the IP address is 192.168.22.10 is also successful. So that is all from my presentation. Thank you very much.